Alright, so this is kind of a bit of a different video for me. I want to do an announcement type video. So this is kind of off script. Not that any of my videos are scripted, but I don't really have a plan on what this video does pertain to, aside from just kind of keeping it real with you guys. Now, I do want to say it's been quite a while since I've actually uploaded a video. Now, I want to explain why that's a thing. So, in some of my other videos that I've done, I've had the... Hang on a sec. Sorry, now I have two monitors. Sorry, my life is sometimes a pain in the neck.
The pun?
Anyways, so going based off of some of the things that I've been noticing on YouTube and also, you know, in my personal life, as you guys know, I am a father. I have a 15-month-old daughter at the time of recording this. You guys will probably end up seeing this one pretty soon, as this one's going to be non-edited, non-condensed down. But I just want to be completely real with you guys. One of the reasons why I did stop making videos is because of the aspect of getting a new job, which took away a lot of my time from creating videos, doing builds, and a bunch of other stuff. And in doing so, I tried to make this job work with every aspect that I could, and I just couldn't, so I was forced to leave because the job itself caused me a lot of depression. Now, I'm not going to get into any details about that, just it kind of put me onto a real big downward spiral of depression, where I became very suicidal. And on many of my social media stuff, for example Discord, which on this channel at least, I have updated all my Discord links to the new one because my account was hacked. That didn't exactly help my downward spiral, but that was when I was starting to pull out of it, thankfully. And my daughter really helped out with that, and helping Daddy actually get through it. Another thing I kind of also got quite a bit in the way was, well, I wanted to be able to spend time with the people that matter to me, like my wife, my daughter, and of course the other people that I do consider family. For example, my roommate and her daughter, for example. And we wanted to end up making all of this work, and not necessarily getting into so many details, but I wanted to make all of that work. So in the long term of things, I kind of stopped making videos because it just became too much of a problem to end up doing. And this became kind of a big thing because it's not the factor I didn't want to, it's just the factor mentally I couldn't do a video. And then there's the aspect of having the two accounts became very hard to end up making videos because you have your one account, which is on PC, but that's locked to 30 FPS. And then you have your PC account, which you have to get the weapon, and then get the mods, and then put the format in to end up making the weapon. So you're essentially doing the work twice. And I was kind of waiting for cross-save to become a thing, as you know, new color scheme for Korra. My accounts are now merged, so my PC and Switch accounts are actually merged together, finally. So that means that I actually have less of a problem now because the two accounts are now merged. So, for example, now I actually have 4 Korra Primes as opposed to just 2 on each platform, which I don't have to duplicate the builds anymore, which makes it quite a bit better. This particular Korra Prime, you will be seeing a build video very soon. I don't know exactly when, but it is in the pipeline. This is still a work in progress build, by the way. As I'll mention again in the video, that you will see hopefully next week. That's my plan. Now, one of the things that is kind of also crucial is that I am still looking for work because honestly I'm not making that much. Going on YouTube, everybody thinks the moment you publish your first video, you're going to become a multimillionaire, and it's not exactly the case. Now, if I am approached by a sponsor,
A little bird tells me that nasty old Nathaniel's got something up his sleeve for the good people of Fortuna. But I have it on good authority, help is on the way. Keep the faith, people. Sunshine is just around the corner.
sorry, can you be quiet? Anyways, so going on that, now that my accounts are merged, I can record everything at 90 FPS. And that's actually pretty detailed because, well, that's normally what my PC account is able to do. Because I do actually run a pretty, in my opinion, a pretty decent computer. I am planning on doing an upgrade very soon because it's not able to do a lot of the workflow that I want to do as a game creator. And that's also another thing that's going to be taking up a lot of my time going forward, is I do want to focus more on actually creating games. And so I'm going to be kind of balancing that out as time goes on. Ideally, I want to publish a Warframe video on this channel once every 2 weeks. That's kind of the idea. Now, if you do want to stay up to date on that, I would recommend following my Discord, which the link will be at the bottom. Also, I plan to be streaming. Now, I will be streaming other games outside of Warframe as well, also on this channel. Like, we're having a Minecraft stream actually tomorrow, so stay tuned to that. Let's see, what else do I want to mention? A lot of people have been asking me on various different platforms if I'm gonna start making YouTube Shorts and how I feel about YouTube Shorts, and I don't see a reason to make YouTube Shorts. I really don't. Gizmo, not right now. I'm sorry. I know you do. I love you too. YouTube Shorts are kind of a way that YouTube's attempting to compete against TikTok. And in some retrospects, it's kind of nice that they're trying to compete against TikTok. But it's also, in my opinion, what's killing the platform. And there's one main reason why I don't think that this direction is very good for YouTube or the creators. So first off, I understand that they recently did extend the amount of time your video can be. But still, YouTube is paid every 5 minutes when they roll an ad. And this is the basic fundamentals. Gizmo, down. So, if your video is not 5 minutes long, that means YouTube is technically hosting it for free, because that still takes up space on their hard drives. That still takes up a server to stream that video to you, so they're still paying for it. It may not be very much in the grand scheme of things, but you look at how many videos are being uploaded per day, and let's just say hypothetically that's, you know, a bunch of short videos. YouTube's taking all of that in, but yet not actually making a penny. So, before we even get into the creator side of it, we have this big problem where... Gizmo, down! We have this big problem where, if YouTube's not making money, nor the creators are making money. And just simply putting a shortened form video, contrary to popular belief, does take a lot of work. Like, just to give you an idea, most of my videos that you guys see is usually around 4 to 5 hours of gameplay that I have to actually sift through. And every single hour of that is usually takes me about 3 hours to decide, okay, I want this shot, I want this shot, I want this shot. Maybe I should actually put this shot before this shot. Like, yes, there's some actual uncut portions in the mission, like when I'm doing a lot of my builds videos, but overall, every single hour of of gameplay footage cost me 3 hours of my time to sift through to end up making a video. So to make a 1-minute video that looks as flashy as some of the other content that you see on my channel, I could theoretically be spending about 5 to 6 hours realistically on just editing a video to a minute time frame and then posting it, having a lot of views but no subscriptions. Keep in mind, what gets you paid on YouTube is both views, how long that view is, and also subscribers. Likes help it, but they're not necessarily a thing to really get you paid on YouTube. And this is kind of the thing about YouTube. This is kind of one of the things that you as a viewer generally don't quite get involved with. So that's kind of one of the things. I don't think I'm going to end up doing shorts because I personally never watch them. I don't see them worthwhile. I just really don't. It just seems like a waste of time, in my personal opinion. I'm not getting mad at creators that end up making shorts. I don't get mad at creators that make shorts. In fact, I kind of like the fact that creators are trying to expand themselves. But personally, I just don't think my time is worthwhile making short form videos. And especially if I'm about to educate you on the inner dynamics of, let's say, how a particular Warframe goes, then what good am I as a creator to cut that out and just basically show you a build and then like a second or two of actual gameplay? One of the reasons why I like making the videos that I do is because I'm able to educate you on the inner dynamics of how this particular build works, as opposed to just simply, well, this is the build, here's how we use it in a mission. Because the way that I look at it is, I play the game, I learn the inner dynamics, I teach you the inner dynamics, and I challenge you to actually make a better build than me. I want to see a better Korra build than I could possibly make. I challenge you guys. Try to make a better Korra build than I do as a Korra main. That's actually more difficult than you may think. But hands down, I've seen people that have watched many of my videos. And in fact, have used builds for my videos. But that's the kind of video that I personally like to end up making. That's the kind of videos that I also like to watch. Which is also why I have to give a shout out to my friend Jenna in Hawaii. I will post his link down below, so check that out. Yeah, sorry if this kind of seems like a rant. I'm just kind of going on the, I guess you could say, whim of stuff that I want to cover on this. I guess next major thing I want to talk about is how am I gonna, I guess you could say, keep my promise of doing 2 videos a month. Ideally, what I kind of want to get into the grand scheme of thing is have, I do want to do some other videos as well. Like, for example, I've been teasing this kick gun one for a while, and originally what I was going to do is use my Switch account to pull some videos of me using the kick gun and then kind of mashing that in and all of that stuff. As I'm talking about it, use my PC account because I get better frame rate. Now that they're all merged, it's going to be quite a bit easier because I can at least synchronize the frame rates and whatnot. And anyways, those particular videos are going to be coming, but they do also take a bit of time. Like the kick gun one, I'm expecting to probably take, like, technically speaking, I do have several different edits of that particular video done. I do also have another one for Zaz, which I'm kind of working on. But those particular videos, I'm trying to, I guess you could say, figure out a flow which makes sense, but yet it's still the educational content that you guys kind of expect from me as a creator and based off of the rest of my videos. Because Zaws, but for the most part, are pretty well understood. But kick guns, on the other hand, is, I guess you could say, avoided by a lot of the community because they're kind of more difficult to build for. And that's the part that kind of makes it a bit annoying, because I personally love kick guns. Even though you'll see a lot of my build videos, they're not kick guns. I've kind of tried to keep kick guns out, specifically because I'm waiting for me to actually get around to finishing this video. It's been sitting at several different edits at about half done. But as a creator, you kind of get into this mindset that it's just not good enough, so you don't want to publish it, if that makes any sense. So there are some bigger videos that are planned in the pipeline. Another type of video that I do want to end up doing is more of a scripted type video, though I don't know how exactly that's going to work in Warframe, but I will probably try to figure out something. I do also want a couple creators to work with, so if you are interested, definitely join my Discord and we can talk about that. As far as music, a lot of you guys have been noticing I've been using a website that is called, hang on, I need to actually grab the website. Upbeat. And the reason why I've been using Upbeat is because they do allow for quite a bit of music that is royalty free. So what this basically means is this is not sponsored by them. I just want to give them a shout out for, in the last couple of videos, providing me with some very good high quality music that I've been able to put into my videos, and then also link the artist so that you guys can actually go support the artist. And I don't need to pay things like royalties. I don't need to pay things like license fees. Upbeat takes care of all of that. And I'm not going to get into the exact details. I'm not going to get into the exact details of how much it costs, but let's just put it this way. It's one of those things that I think is very well worth it as a creator, if you are a content creator. Because you can find various different music tracks. I generally go for the rock and metal because that's usually what I listen to. I am also trying to get more music from various different friends that I do have in the music industry. But we're trying to work out the legal kinks with a lot of that. So eventually you might see more of Wonder Havoc. You may see a couple more bands of people that I know, and I will try to let you know in both the Discord and also on the video as well. But it's also kind of like a case by case. It's where the music actually fits. I don't want to just attach a song and then have gameplay that doesn't really suit that particular song, if that makes any sense. And that's one of the reasons why I like Upbeat for literally editing a scene out and then being like, okay, this is the kind of feel that I have for this scene, so what sort of music I think will fit in that. And I can actually try out many different tracks and figure out from there. But anyways, one last topic I want to talk about. Am I going to be returning to Twitch? And that's kind of a very difficult question, because Twitch in my mind has kind of killed it a lot for me as a creator. I don't see myself returning to Twitch for quite some time. I'll be going on YouTube for streaming, but I don't believe I will be going back to Twitch. And the reason why I'm not going to be going back to Twitch is just because they just keep on trying to find ways to take money away from creators. And like, don't get me wrong, I don't make a lot of, like, YouTube actually doesn't pay me whatsoever per video. I don't get enough views, I don't have enough subscribers to get paid at the point of making this video. I am just doing this for the fun of it. And even if I start making some money off of YouTube, that's cool. That's great. But overall, even if I have a couple million subscribers, it's not something that I'm going to be building a career off of. And in fact, with the way YouTube's going, I don't think anybody's going to be able to, even if you happen to have a couple billion subscribers, hypothetically. It's kind of one of those things that's just like, well, it's a good thing to get you started, but if you want to actually make a life out of it, you kind of have to learn other ways of making ends meet. And that's kind of where I'm at right now, is doing things for fun because I like doing it, not because I see YouTube as a job or anything like that. I may actually cut that out. I don't know. I did say this is unedited. Anyways, I guess closing out, I do want to thank you guys for subscribing. I do want to thank you guys for liking videos. And I do plan to continue making some content. Like I said, at the time of making this video, I am going to be launching a video next Thursday, which is going to be on the Soma Prime. Now, the Soma Prime is one of those incarnates that I see a lot of people hate mailing on because, well, it's not something that holds up in Steel Path. It's kind of weak. And I'm going to blow you guys away with this particular Soma Prime build. But anyways, I do want to, once again, thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you again on the next video. And also in the stream tomorrow, by the way. We're going to be raiding a nether fortress on my server, and also going to be raiding a pillager outpost as well. So stay tuned for that. And as always, thank you so much. Bye for now.